my god.
Oh my god.
I lost No! Yes! I'm at 469 followers. Let's go.
Bro,
Okay,
Glory
sorry.
just hit 469 followers on her personal Twitter as we
Let's
went live.
go.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Hi,
I'm
welcome
so
to the Noise
happy.
Podcast. I have a new mic set up. Probably not for long because my mic will crap out, and then I'll be back to having it above my head. I'm Shane.
Yep. I'm Glory.
And yeah, we're at shout out to music. We missed last week because I have a job, and Glory lost
My power went out. My power went out, and then my power came back in time for the podcast, and then my internet died. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Glory, by the time her power came back, it was like an hour before the podcast, and we're like, "Hey, Glory, guess what? The playlist is 2.5 hours long. There's no way you're finishing in time." She's like, "Well," I'm like, "No." She's like, "But," I'm like, "No, we'll just."
No.
She's like, "You want to do it on Wednesday?" I'm like, "I gotta work. Tuesday was my only day off." So
I was like, okay.
We're here.
Bye.
We're doing 2 weeks worth of music. It's a lot of music.
It's too much music.
It's so much music. We also signed ourselves up to review a couple of things. That was a horrible idea.
It's fine.
It's all
fine.
good.
It's fine.
It's all right.
We're fine.
It's all good. So I didn't go to any live music this past week. Obviously, Sam and I were supposed to go to the drive-in show last night, but we just stayed home and didn't. But I did watch a couple of live streams. I watched the Black Veil Brides one, their release show for their album Restitch These Wounds, which we'll chat about later. And I also watched the Slaves album release show.
As you should.
Neither of those.
2 Better Days.
Yeah, neither of those I watched live, because I was at work. But I did buy a ticket and watch it after. I mean, I was there.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm too poor to buy a ticket, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in the mood. Will you be going to the main one on the 29th?
Okay, so I want to, but considering I only have $2 in my bank account that's actually mine, and then the rest of the money is like podcast money, I can't use it without like using the business money, so I'm just gonna watch from Twitter, I think.
Now I work every Saturday, so this was if I wasn't working Saturday, I would just buy a ticket and then live stream it like on Discord.
No!
But I will be working and not taking off because I'm taking off the week before for our thing. So, gotta get into it.
Yeah, let's go.
So Poppy dropped a single, Chaos times 4, on July 28th. I don't know. I can see why this song was a B-side. The album was better.
Okay.
Because she's dropping a deluxe edition of I Disagree. There goes Glory. Okay, Glory's back. Your camera froze. I was like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
So, I mean, I thought it was okay, but it's not her best work in the slightest.
I disagree. That was bad. I'm sorry.
That was hilarious, Glory.
I didn't think it was... I actually thought it was really good. It might be my favorite thing that she's made, actually.
Okay.
So that's kind of... It scared me. I don't think... Her music scares me.
She's just scary.
Yeah, but I want to talk to her, you know?
Me too. That would be a really interesting interview. That would be one of those where it would be over in like 13 seconds because we have like 10 questions and we ask them to her and she gives us one answer. Like one-word answers or the same answer for all 10. So yeah, I thought that was it wasn't bad. It got repetitive. The chaos, I know that was the whole idea of it was like the chaos. Yeah. I don't know. I preferred the album. It also wasn't as heavy. I
thought it was heavy. It's just that type of music is so. It's like I remember I sent you a video and it was like baby screamo.
Baby metal.
Baby metal?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that just terrifies me. And it reminded me of baby metal. Her music reminds me of it's absolutely horrifying. But it's cool for a second. And then it's like, what am I listening to again? So yeah, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Pug.
Baby metal. That's what it is. American Goner released an album on July 28th. Called It All Ends in Tears Anyway.
This is one of those albums that I signed us up to review, courtesy of our friends over at Sparrowheart Records.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting much from this record. I'm not going to lie. When I first got it, I'm like, okay, this is just going to be some horrible sounding DIY punk record.
Bruh.
Well, that's just what I think of as the stereotypical like DIY punk record, which I probably shouldn't say on here, but I just did.
Well,
Like
just the stereotypical,
very underproduced and just kind of like shitty. But this was actually very well done, and I actually enjoyed listening to it.
Agree.
Yeah. So.
It was one of the. I think I can say. Let me see what else was released that week. Okay, there was a lot of good stuff released that week, but it was pretty good. I do have to agree. It was not, as you said, like just a stereotypical. I don't know. Would you say pop punk?
DIY punk record.
Yeah, it was good.
It wasn't.
I don't know how to
It wasn't as noisy as I was expecting it to be. I think I've made it very clear on here. I don't like much noisy music.
I like noisy music.
Well, we know. Yeah. We balance each other perfectly. I like metal.
I wish there was actually more noise, but it's a
I need more noise. Glory wants One Direction to do a noisy pop punk record.
Somebody needs to cover Never Enough for me. I swear to God.
Someone needs to cover Never Enough, but it's got to have a shit ton of noise in it.
Yes. Just, I don't care. Scream in it. I just need, noise. I need it. Noise. So, if American Goner wants to cover Never Enough by One Direction, that would be really great. That's all I gotta say. It would fit.
Eyes emoji.
Because, that's all I gotta say. It was a very good album. I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. We're not rating, are we?
No.
Okay.
Moving right along. Korn dropped a cover for "The Devil Went Down in Georgia" on August or on July 28th. My fucking God. I thought this was very good. I haven't listened to the original, so I have nothing to base this off of.
I don't think I will ever listen to the original because it sounds like a country song, and I think I'm going to just leave it.
I saw a lot of Korn fans being like, wow, this isn't that good. I thought Jonathan's vocal performance was very good, and I thought that the feature they had on there with like Yale Wolf or whatever fit. There was just something about it. Like when Korn crosses over with like different genres, I think it works well. People don't like the dubstep album. I thought the dubstep album was good. So
I saw you fighting somebody on Twitter about that.
I was not going to say I thought the dubstep album was one of their better albums. I mean, it's not my favorite by any stretch. And when I first started listening to it, I was like, wait a minute. Do I like this? Do I not like this? And then I was like, okay, wait, this isn't all that bad. And I've listened to it a shit ton since.
Wow.
But they're more metal.
Shane likes dubstep.
Just the one by Korn. I may or may not have bought the live DVD they did for the release show of that record just because I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Wow. Okay.
I was like, this record's really good. I want to see it played live, but they don't play it live anymore. So. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I thought it was good. Are you rushing? Okay,
no, I'm not rushing. I just really like Korn, bro.
Okay. I thought it was really good. Well, no, I wouldn't go that far. I thought it was good. Really good. I thought it was good. I'm not a Korn fan, but this and Motionless in White, whatever they dropped on that we're talking about, like very, very good.
Was so
oh my God. Oh my God. I want to talk about that now, but we have to go in order of what was released the latest.
So
but like,
stay tuned until the very end when we talk about the Motionless in White stuff that dropped this morning.
Literally dropped today, so it's gonna be like the last thing we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was it was good.
You want to say it was very good, Glory? Say it.
No, because I just like saying, that was very good. You know, when it's just like, oh no, I just kind of liked it. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
But it was. Oh my God, I almost said it. It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Grayscale released an EP. I don't know why I put remix, but Grayscale released an EP on July 29th, live from the Barbershop Studios. What did you think of these reimagined songs? I think it was like 3 or 4
It was
songs.
3, and it's been a hot minute since I've listened to it, because like I could like go into the podcast with only listening to this once or twice, because it's literally it's not that hard to talk about. But I think I said on here, Baby Blue was my favorite out of the ones that we spoke about 2 weeks ago. I thought What's on Your Mind was the only one we hadn't heard yet. I thought they did that one. It was interesting. Didn't they slow that one down?
I believe so.
I've always liked the upbeat vibe of that song. I think Baby Blue was the one that was done the best, because they reimagined it but also kept the vibe of it going. Basically, I just rank them in track list order, which is Baby Blue, Painkiller Weather, and What's on Your Mind. There's just been something about What's on Your Mind. I've always liked how upbeat it is. I'm not one for upbeat music, but I've always liked that when listening through that record. So.
Okay, yeah, I remember last week when we were listening to the newest addition to the trio, I went against you and said, actually, I thought that this one was better than Baby Blue. I take that back after listening to the entire thing. I have to agree with you ranking it just the set list. Not set list, but the track list. Yeah. The track list was better. I don't care.
Listen to it in order.
Care. It was good.
Progressively questionable.
No, it was still good. They started off very strong.
I said it 2 weeks ago. That this is one of the more creative things to come out of quarantine, like these reimagines of songs, and not just these lazy reimaginings, but like actually like sitting down and like stripping down the song and building it from scratch or adding things to it. Or some of the more
instead of
just
like taking your vocal and then just adding it to a guitar, which another artist on this list that we're talking about did.
They did?
Yeah.
Who?
All Time Low.
No, that was live.
Are you sure?
Live stream.
Bro, are you sure?
Yeah.
Bro, his vocals sounded exactly like they did in the CD.
Yeah, shit. I gotta pull it up because it doesn't say on the EP that it's live. No, I just saw.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they did that live. I don't think it was from their live stream, but they released like lockdown versions of a couple of their songs, like, and they recorded that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta give Alex his props then. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was just wow.
But we're gonna talk about that later because I have a couple things to say about Monsters. You want to move right along?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So our friends over at No Coincidence dropped a new single this month, or last month, on July 29th, called Nothing New. This kind of fucked, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, it might be my favorite single that they've dropped for whatever is coming up, because they haven't even told us what they're working on. I'm
gonna be brutally honest with you. I don't know if they're building up to anything. They could totally tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think they're building up. I think they're just doing the singles thing. If they're listening,
are you sure?
Someone tell me if I'm wrong or
Please.
not. But I just think they're doing the singles thing because they've got more than enough songs to have released an EP by now, and does it really make sense to do an album right now if you're that size, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I just think they're doing the singles thing because they're like, they tracked these vocals like a couple days before the song came out. If you don't remember, like they were like, let's complete this jump and then track the vocals for this song. Unless that video was old, which I don't think it was. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong.
Please, No Code, if you're listening.
Yeah, they tracked those vocals a couple days before the song came out. So we'll ask them, what, tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's the 11th. Yeah. So we'll ask them tomorrow, definitely. Thought it was good. You're doing great, Noko. We're proud of you. We love you.
Singles every month so we can keep on chatting with you, because chatting with you.
Cover never enough, because you guys said you'll think about it. I haven't seen anything. Okay, never mind.
Maybe that's what they're working on for this month. This month's single. Can you not hit your thing?
Sorry. That's the fourth time I've done it today. Anyways, Marilyn Manson. Is it Manson? I think I misspelled their last name. I'm just going to say Manson. Released a single, We Are Chaos, on July 29th. This was my introduction to them because I've never listened to their music before. Everybody talks about them. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. I only know Marilyn Monroe. I
was very disappointed in the song because Marilyn Manson, ain't he like a metal dude, bro? Like, this is not metal. What the fuck was this? Was this?
I always associated Marilyn Manson with like Motionless in White. I don't know why. It's just like they seem like they would get along or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this was my introduction, and that if all of his music is like that,
I don't think it is. But with a title like We Are Chaos, and then you're gonna whip out the acoustic guitar on me, the fuck is that? What the hell?
Like, if you're gonna say We Are Chaos, you gotta go like the poppy route, right?
The poppy route, or like like a metal,
or like heavy Slipknot.
Yeah,
route.
like this. Yeah. I know he's heavier than this, but this was such a poor lead single for the album that he's got coming out.
Oh, he's got an album.
I'm pretty sure. I would assume that's
Okay.
what he's leading up to, but it's such a poor choice for a single.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, maybe he's gonna pull a. Actually, no. I was gonna say maybe he's gonna pull a Fandom, but Turbulent was a good first single for it.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like, he has built up enough fan base where he could totally do that.
He could just drop whatever. It's just like he could
literally drop like a rap song or a reggae song, since we got inquired about reggae today, or a jazz song, country song. He could drop anything and someone would like it because he's that big.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which is fair. Awesome. You made it. That's literally like the top sign that you've made it. You could literally drop whatever, and so congrats on that. But this was not a great introduction to
No, everyone. I've had Max telling me for months I gotta listen to Marilyn Manson. I finally did it. Boy, oh boy, I don't want to do it again.
Never happening again, except when he releases another single and eventually his album.
Yeah, and then we have to talk about it.
Right.
Corey Taylor dropped 2 singles for his new album coming out. Corey motherfucking Taylor Must Be Stopped, or Corey motherfucking Taylor. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why he named it that. I gotta know why. That's the first question I have for him. But anyways, that album comes out on October 2nd.
October 2nd.
A lot of people said Corey Taylor went butt rock for this.
Butt rock.
You haven't
That's
heard
a thing.
You haven't heard that term, butt rock?
I've never heard that term.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting you to hear it. That's why I used it. But most people say.
So did you just make that up?
No. Literally
that's an actual thing.
Literally, one of the bands we interviewed, For a Screen, has it in their Twitter bio last time I checked. Michigan butt rock.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a term. Not just pulling the shit out of my ass. I also got it from the Punk Rock MBA, so take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, he's got an album coming out on October 2nd. He dropped 2 singles for it. Black Eyes Blue and Corey motherfucking Taylor Must Be Stopped. I fucking hate that title. Featuring Tech 9, who just played a show with 1,000 people in a venue.
Oh.
A couple days ago. He pulled a
a closed venue?
Yeah, he did a
not like an open.
No, he didn't do like what's like Smash Mouth and Trapped, like they were stupid, but like this band put people inside.
In like a room.
Yeah,
an enclosed room.
It had 4 walls.
It was a box.
It was with a roof on top.
With a roof? Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, they're very smart.
Yeah.
Because even like all the other people who have done concerts, the country singer, I don't forget his name. Yeah. No. One of them.
Exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. One of them was inside.
Wasn't that like the first show that like gained traction?
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first big show since coronavirus was announced.
Yeah, like
not like announced like it made its debut, but like
made its debut to fuck everything over.
March 12th made its debut. No. So that was an indoor one. But all the other ones have been outside, which still suck. But they're not as sucky. Still don't do it. Don't do it. So that's awesome. Anyways, Pink Shift dropped a single, I'm Gonna Tell My Therapist on You, on July 31st. I love that name so much.
This single like propelled them the fuck like astral projection that way. Like nice. They got Loudwire on them, Alt Press, I think.
As they should.
Yeah, they should. They got every major publication on them now. Like
now Good Noise no, that's stupid. We're not.
Now the Good Noise podcast, which actually happens to be bigger than
Alt Press,
Loudwire, and Alt Press
combined.
Yes, and Rock Sound. Just toss them in there as well.
Exactly, just toss them in there.
Yeah. So I like what they're doing. I thought the song was good.
This song is more my speed.
And
so this was good.
The clips I've seen in the music video, that was very interesting as well. I like the way they did that. I haven't watched the music video in full though, but it's been all over our timeline because everyone has been talking about this band. They came out of fucking nowhere. I think that's the craziest part is they went from being some tiny DIY band to blowing the fuck up over the span of
Have they gotten signed yet?
I don't think so. I mean, they wouldn't get signed this fast anyway. It's only been, 10 days?
Well,
so there could be talks. But there's nothing official.
Man, I hope they get signed. That would be sick.
Fearless Records picks them up, makes them sit on a record for a year and a half.
Oh God.
Love you, Fearless Records, but
Fearless
stop making
Records.
your artists sit on your records.
Please.
So yeah, I would assume you liked it since you said it was more your speed.
Yeah, this might have been my favorite song on the
Not album, but song.
playlist.
Yeah.
Song,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
There's another one, but I'm not counting him because
Oh.
yeah.
Mr. I Simp
Machine
for
Gun
Machine
Kelly.
Gun Kelly.
Yeah, let's go. Anyways, yeah.
So anyways, moving right along. I'll probably take the reins more on this one because I doubt you've listened to the original. But as we hinted at the
No.
beginning, we would be talking about Black Veil Brides. They dropped their reimagining of We Stitch These Wounds, called Restitch These Wounds, on July 31st for the 10-year anniversary of the first album. And yeah, I thought it was done all right. I mean, I saw a lot of people shitting on it because they were like expecting it to be like some masterpiece or whatever. I mean, reimaginings are always iffy, so or like the reworking. So I thought they did it well. Andy sounded really good, so that's always a plus.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all you can really ask for out of something like this. I'm not like expecting to listen to this more than I listened to the original. I've already burnt myself out of the original. I've listened to it almost 700 times or something.
Jesus Christ.
According to
Those are baby numbers.
Well,
I've listened to Walls over 2,000 times.
Wow.
Get on my level.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it's not like I'm gonna like, oh boy, I'm gonna listen to this instead. I just thought it was done well, and it's something like to go listen to every once in a while. But I'm well past listening to Black Veil Brides on the daily. So
yeah, that's fair.
Having not listened to the original, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was very good. I attempted to get into Black Veil Brides maybe like 2, 3, 4 years ago. How old am I? I'm 15, turning 6. Okay, yeah, so I think 4 years ago I attempted to get into Black Veil Brides. And no, that was not good.
No.
I liked everything until Andy started singing because his voice was so deep and it scared me.
That's completely valid, yeah.
Yeah, like it to me it sounded unnaturally deep, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because I think he made it deeper with like edits and whatever. I don't know, dude. But this reimagined version, this is my first time listening to them again, listening to the singles and whatever. I like his voice. I like the reimagined versions. I think it was great. I liked it. It was a better introduction rather than just listening to it and being like, oh my god, what am I hearing?
Yeah. The only gripes I had with it was maybe this one's more of a personal thing, but I think I really overhyped the Knives and Pens. I was really expecting them to blow that one out of the park because they didn't that was the first single for the record, when they first released it. So I was expecting them to follow a similar release pattern and release that first. But when they sat on it, I was like, okay, now I'm going to start to hype this up because I'm expecting it to be really good. And I thought it was honestly one of the lower points of the record. Whereas on the original, when you're listening to it, I'm like, this is one of the better songs on the record. So I thought that was a little depressing. Another thing, The Mortician's Daughter, they stripped the lyrics from it and just made it a violin solo. Which now I don't have much room to talk. I think I've listened to The Mortician's Daughter about 4 times in total because I listened to Restitch These Wounds the same way I listened to A Lesson in Romantics, which is skip the slow song right in the middle of the album. And the same way I listened to Pink Elephant by Stan Atlantic. Skip that motherfucking slow song right in the middle. So I thought that was weird, but I don't have much room to talk because, like I said, I've only listened to Mortician Daughter a couple times. But they did strip the lyrics entirely because I know there was lyrics in there at some point. So that's all I have to say.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, haha. Creeper. Aw, man. Released an album, Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void on July 31st. What did you think about Creeper's Aw, Man album? It's a 2019.
This thing surprised me. This was I was not expecting to like this as much as I did.
Really? Bro, we got a happy notice. Sorry, I don't know. I love happy. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I'm not gonna lie. I thought one of the high points when I listened to it the first time, I gotta pull up the track list. Give me a second. Was Paradise into Poisoned Heart. That was really cool. Annabelle also fucks. The only thing that worried the shit out of me was when I started it and Be My End kicked in after Hallelujah. I was like, okay, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? I did not like how that song started, and I still, that's not one of my favorites. I also don't like the way it ended with the slow song and then just what is basically an interlude.
Yeah, agree.
But like everything else from like Born Child to The Crown of Life is like shockingly solid. I was not expecting to like it that much at all.
I wholeheartedly agree. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Paradise. I think that might have been my favorite off of the
I was like, holy
album.
shit.
It slapped.
Yeah, I was driving, it's downpouring. I'm like, wow, wait a minute. I shouldn't be looking at my radio, but this song fucks. I got to take note of that. I'm like, I can't see out of my windshield, but
this song slaps.
Yeah.
So good job, Creeper. Come on the podcast, please.
Oh man.
So I can make that joke 50 billion times. It's gonna be like, hi, we're the Good Noise Podcast. We're sitting down with Creeper. Aw, man. And they'd leave the call.
Yeah.
Great.
So our friends Impulses dropped a remix album for the album.
Let's go.
Speak It Into Existence. Their frontman, Matt, remixed it. Came out on July 31st. Matt, I'm telling you right now, these were very good.
They were very good.
Yeah. I love remixes when they aren't just let's change one thing.
Let's just add a beat drop.
He literally
that'll be cool.
Redid the entire each of the songs. Pulses never underdoes anything. Does that make sense? Underdoes.
Exactly. They always put out bangers.
Yeah. I mean they literally they did the live stream for us. There was no money involved and they gave us that.
Jesus Christ, dude. That was I have so much respect and love and admiration for one band called Pulses.
Yep.
So
talk about bands that deserve to blow up.
Honestly,
this band right here.
Yeah.
Keep them on your radar. They're gonna blow up one of these days. Now remixes, they really aren't my thing. I think I've made that pretty clear, but I did enjoy listening to these. On one of the songs, I asked Matt on Twitter. I was like, "Yo, there's one of these songs, and it has because I used to listen to Daft Punk a bunch, and it had a Daft Punk type vibe to it from their song Revolution 909." And he told me that wasn't the case, but he saw how I could get it from that. He said he hadn't even heard of the song or heard it until I had asked him about it. So I thought that was pretty quirky.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That I don't know how he was able to do that without even listening to it. And you're like, yo. He was like, yo. And you guys just had a cool moment.
He had a yo moment.
Yeah. As you do.
As one does when you have a yo moment.
Yeah. Pulses does not miss. They haven't. I don't think they've put out a bad anything.
No.
Really? That's...
Pulses really said, let's drop banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, keep them on your radar because Pulse is really gonna blow up.
Pulse is one of these
as they should
blow up. Hopefully very soon once this COVID shit ends.
Please. Weezer released a piano, I guess, version of their last single, Hero, on July 31st.
Can we just say this wasn't good and move on?
Yeah. I just want to say, I was listening to it and I was like, I feel bad for Weezer because they had... No, not in that way. No. I feel bad for them because they were supposed to drop their album earlier this year, but then COVID made it, push back so far. They had everything lined up, and then COVID said, nah. And then they just had to push it.
You know what? That was totally a label decision. Weezer's big enough where they could have dropped an album during this, and still could, and it would do just fine. I think. I mean, Weezer's definitely not as big as they once were. They're one of those bands that, they had their moment, and now, they've got their fans still, but they're not nearly as big as they were. They tour like they are, but they aren't. So I think the album would have still done, up to the label's expectations for a now washed up in the nicest way possible band. So I think they could have dropped it. I thought it was a little stupid that they delayed it. But I also get that during that time, we were still uncertain of how this was going to go. Now we know, like, just drop the fucking album. You're not going to be able to tour for it anytime
We're going to
soon.
be here. Yeah, we're going to be here
So,
a while.
Come on the podcast, chat about it. Let's do this. I might have just called you washed up. But if you want to come on the podcast, our email is goodnoisepodcast@gmail.com. I will not reply because I just called you guys washed up. So Gloria will take care of that one.
I will take care of that
and one. And we would love to chat about Van Weezer. I'm just saying.
Yes. But also I just want to say, like, I feel like, again, I just said like 20 times. Anyways, okay. They could have dropped the album, considering a lot of artists are now going in that direction that they were planning to go on with Van Weezer. Just like the rock or upbeat rock or punk, whatever you want to call it, just the alternative point. Like, what's his name? Machine Gun Kelly is going punk. This would have been the perfect time to drop. Okay, he's going pop punk. Whatever. It would have been the perfect time to drop this, because he's dropping stuff in quarantine.
Of course
they can drop an album in quarantine, and it would do great, because people need music. So it's like, I don't...
Yeah, I never got the logic behind not dropping music during this time. I would think you'd want to drop more music this time, because everyone's got free time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I get some of these labels want them to tour for it and whatever, and that's all well and good, but at least now the labels are starting to get the hint that these bands aren't going to be able to tour for at least the rest of this year and probably the beginning of next year, if we're looking that far into the future, possibly all of next year. So
yeah, I'm already counting next year out, considering the direction we're going.
I'm praying summer touring will be back at some point, to some extent, because it's outside venues. So. And then if these bigger venues, these serious venues, if there's actually going to be touring going on, they'll make sure that they're following all the guidelines and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think we should all just, like, stay inside and wear masks if we do go outside. Yeah. Wash your hands. Thanks, guys.
Imagine not leaving your house more since the pandemic hit, because my schedule magically blew up during the pandemic.
Oh my god. Imagine that was the wrong sentence starting. I've only left the house 4 to 5 times during this entire pandemic, because that's it.
I just yawned so hard I got tears in my eyes. So anyways, Motionless soundtrack. I thought this band was dead. Like, I know they came back for a tour, but when I saw them live, they were like, yeah, this doesn't guarantee new music. And then they dropped Crooked Ways on July 31st. I thought this was good. Motion City soundtrack is good as a treat. So I thought this was all right.
I thought Motion City soundtrack was a movie. So this was a bit of a surprise when I saw that they're in the playlist. They were good. I don't really remember much of this one, considering it was a 6-hour playlist, and there was a lot of stuff on it. There were like 4 albums on it. It was good. I enjoyed it. You saw them live. Max saw them live, right?
Max wanted to see them live. His show sold out.
Poor Max. He deserves to see him live.
I bought tickets, like a 2-for-1 thing. I was like, yeah, let's fuck it. I'll go see Motion City soundtrack. Because at this point, I was like, okay, I'll be going to shows all year. I'll just kick my ear off with this one. Because I wanted to go to a show.
Wait, that was your last show?
No, that was my first show. My last show was Silverstein. Like a week before everything shut down, I went to go see Silverstein.
Wow. My last show was over a year ago.
Broken heart emoji. Mine was 5 months ago, because the world shut down 5 months ago.
Oh god, dude.
So
good job, Motion City soundtrack. Today I learned that you're not a movie.
Yeah,
and
they were good.
You actually make good music.
They were good live. I thought their live show was better than their studio stuff. But this was pretty good. I just prefer there was something about their stage presence, and the crowd went absolutely batshit for them, because it had been 4 years since they toured. So that crowd was very good as well, which helped.
That's very wholesome. All right, good job, Motion City soundtrack. Good song. Thumbs up. I'm just gonna go into the next topic. As it is, wait, didn't something happen to this band? Aren't they problematic? No.
I don't think so, because it's Chris from Highwind's favorite band. I don't know. For some reason, As It Is sounds like Oh, it definitely has that kind of vibe. Yeah, that name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, it
No,
is what it is.
but that sounds mean.
It is what it is.
No, I'm pretty sure they're fine. Oh, no, that's not them. Okay.
I'm like, maybe they toured with someone that's a piece of shit, but
I think that's it.
they weren't. They're not.
Before it was revealed.
Of course.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, As It Is released a new single, Soap 2020, on July 31st of 2020.
This is not the first time I've listened to As It Is, because like I said, Chris from Highwind, who happens to be my cousin, likes them and has showed them to me before. But this is the first time I like willingly listen to them. Not like, okay, fine, I'll listen to your fucking recommendations while you take over my Spotify. So I thought this was good. And that's all I have to say, because I have nothing else to compare it off. If I can't say, oh, it's better than this, because, I don't listen to them, so I have nothing else to say other than the fact it was good. I listened to it more than once, and I get the hype behind them.
Yeah, agreed. So. Yeah, now that I'm looking at their feed, this isn't who I was thinking of. So
you're thinking of
good job, As It Is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's on all caps, and it's like
you're thinking of
2 words. I don't
Swimmers
know.
Is 1 word, boy. And
no, I'm talking about As It Is 3. I meant like 2 letters. I don't care. I'm good.
Oh, that's my cue.
Ew.
So Sodi and Cave Town dropped another song called
Let's Go.
Is Your Bedroom Ceiling Bored Yet? Yes. On July 31st. How many times do I have to shit on Cave Town before we stop putting them on here?
Stop! This was beautiful. This was this was my favorite song off of the playlist. This was my favorite song.
This was boring.
It was so good.
Like when I went through today, because I've been listening to the albums a shit ton, especially San Atlantic, but I went through and listened to the singles again today just to kind of refresh myself, because I always forget about the singles. And this was, I didn't even bother listening to this one again. Like, this was just boring.
Wow. I thought it was beautiful. Yeah. I loved it. But I love Cave Town. So.
Yeah, I know you like Cave Town. Cave Town's just not for me. I cannot get into him.
That's fair.
At all. It's literally, it's nothing against him, because he seems like the sweetest person. I just can't get into him at all, because his music's not my vibe.
Yeah, it's not your. He makes soft boy
shit isn't for me. So make soft metal music, then we'll talk. But like,
oh my god, imagine
throw a breakdown
if Robbie
or two
did
in
that.
There. Like, let's do it. Then we can talk.
If Robbie made metal music,
the little redheaded soft boy makes metal music.
I would love it. I'd love it. All right. Cheers Pricks released an album, Third Eye Opening Scar, on August 1st, starting off this month. Well,
Cheers Pricks really said, let me drop one of the albums of the year and then just never make music ever again. Because this is the one album they're dropping, and then that's it. That's it for Cheers Pricks. And, I thought, like I said, one of the albums of the year. It was really, really, really fucking good. Wes and Will are so talented.
We got the chance to listen to it on Good Noise Fest, actually, because this was their set.
Yeah,
the album.
It has been technically on the internet for a little bit over a month.
Yes.
It was like a month.
Oh my god.
Well, by the time I uploaded it was probably a month exact. But you've been able to. It's been out for a little bit over a month. They just gave it to us. They're like, here's our set. I'm like, this works. You don't have to make anything. Like, you just want to premiere your album on here. Sure. Nobody knew that was the album. They didn't.
Exactly.
They might have said something, but I know for a fact we didn't say anything. We were just like, we know this is the album. We're not gonna say anything though.
They were like, this is the new album in the chat, and we're like, oh my god, it's so good. And you're like, album of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
And then the San Atlantic album came out, and that changed. But this is definitely up there.
Yes.
I haven't had the opportunity to listen to this album more than once or twice, just because I've been listening to other bands, and then San Atlantic has been taking over my ears for the past 3 days or whatever.
Yes. So if you like noise, then you will like.
I don't, because people, like, we were talking about them with our friends, and people were asking the genre, and I can't even pinpoint a genre. It's just noisy and loud and good.
Noisy and loud, yes.
But
which is
Yeah, and like I just said at the beginning of the fucking podcast, I'm like, yeah, I don't like noisy music, and then here I am, like, Cheers Pricks dropped one of the albums of the year.
Noisy
And loud, and typically anything noisy and loud, I'm like, holy shit, this blows. Did you guys?
But then Cheers Pricks is like, hi.
Is your producer deaf?
Oh my god.
So anyways.
No, but good job, Cheers Pricks. We love you. Yeah. Please come back.
Come on the podcast. Oh, I gotta hit them up. They said.
Oh yeah, we gotta schedule that.
So Cypher Site dropped another single, called Bach on August 2nd. This was fucking disappointing. I don't know if I shared the first single with you, but for context, this is Justin from Motionless in White's side project.
This is Motionless in White Man.
Yes, one of them.
This is the front man.
No, this is Justin, their bassist.
The bassist, okay.
So this is his side project, quarantine bullshit or whatever. And the first song he dropped was fucking heavy. It was like in your face. It was Ice Nine Kills meets Motionless in White, because he had an ex Ice Nine Kills member on the track, and I think he might be an ex Ice Nine Kills member as well. So like you blend those two together and it's heaven. And then this was some like poppy bullshit. Not like Poppy as in the artist, but Poppy as in like the genre, and it was Poppy like and bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why? Why did you pick the heaviest fucking song you probably have as your like? I just felt it was very misleading, especially if his project isn't going to sound like that. He could have pulled the Water Parks and just whipped the most whack ass song he has as the second single. I wouldn't do that for your new project though. That's just me. So I just thought that was funny and silly and off-putting. But I'm excited for whatever EP he's going to put out. My hype just isn't as high anymore, because that first song and then this song, they're two completely different things. You can't even see my other hand.
I get what you're doing, though. Yeah. There you go. Go. I feel like every single podcast episode, we always bring up Parks.
Because they're so easy to, like, compare shit to.
Yeah.
Because, fuck, I closed the podcast thing. But they're just, because they're so diverse. In like,
they've done everything.
Yeah.
So
like their albums.
They're like Panic, shit, but good.
Honestly, yeah. Except they changed literally within like albums. Like their sound. So I just think that they're such an easy, not even target, just an easy comparison to be like, hey, like, do it like that. So.
Or hey, they did it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you want me? What do you think of it?
I don't remember it.
Okay, that's a good point. Completely valid.
Yeah. So that's it.
Would you
yes. Oh my god.
Would you like me to talk about the next one? You'll take the one after that and the one after that, and then we'll go back to because there's two.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah. Go for it. All
right. So Palais Royale dropped a cover of Mad World on
Let's
August
go.
4th. And say whatever you want about Palais Royale. I don't hate their music. I don't like them, but I thought The Bastards was a solid album. I thought Boom Boom Room Side B was solid. I could not get through Side A. That shit was boring as all fuck. But I thought Side B and The Bastards were both solid albums. And I thought this cover was pretty good as well. He did sing a little bit in cursive. Just a little. But that is also like his singing style. So, like, okay, whatever. But he did sing a little bit in cursive, so I thought that was a little quirky, but it fit the song. It always fits the Palais vibe when he's like, let me sing in cursive, you know? So.
Yes. I love covers.
We know.
I don't know if I've mentioned it.
I don't know if you've watched any of the interviews, but Gloria's not shut up about covers.
I always ask about covers.
Always.
This cover is probably my favorite. I don't think many covers have been dropped this year, but this might have been my favorite of the year. Their vibe fits the song so much. It's not like they covered Harry Styles with their vibe. That wouldn't work at all. This song and their sound, oh my god, dude. They put such a good twist on it that I would have thought, if I've never listened to the original one, this would have been their original song and they just randomly dropped a single. That's how good it was. But because I've heard it, it was still recognizable as Mad World, but it was just if Palais wrote it.
Yeah, I haven't heard the original song, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, if I have, I don't, like, know the title of it kind of thing. Like, I just kind of heard it. Well, I
Okay.
know like it's called Mad World, but like when I heard it, I didn't know the title of it. So I
Okay,
couldn't
yeah,
put two
yeah.
and two together in my brain without
Mhm.
obviously listening to it again. So when I first started listening to it, as you said, they did a great job of making it a Palais song. So it's like, wait a minute, they promoted this as a cover, correct? I'm
Mhm.
like, where's the cover part of this?
Exactly. It
So
just they did very well with it.
I hate complimenting Palais Royale, but the fact that the past couple times we've talked about them, I've said mostly positive things, if not all positive, is quite
Mhm.
terrifying.
Yeah. He's gonna become a Palais stan. Oh, God
Fuck no.
bless. Let's go.
God bless.
Machine Gun Kelly dropped 2 singles, Concert for Aliens on August 4th, and a collaborative single with Black Bear, My Ex's Best Friend, on August 7th. I
So,
I know what you're gonna
am I
say.
going to go first so that you can end it off with something positive?
Yeah, sure, go.
Okay.
Talk about Concert for Aliens first, and then we're gonna talk about Black Bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch up with Concert for Aliens, and then we're both gonna talk about Black Bear together.
Okay. So, a concert for aliens. Um, now I like to bully Machine Gun Kelly most of the time just because watching Glory get pissed off is the funniest thing and I live for it. That's the same reason why most of the time I take more digs at Youngblood than I probably should, just because
I
watching
love
the Youngblood
Youngblood so
stands
much.
get pissed off is fucking
He's so
hilarious.
good.
I
Yeah.
piss them off almost on the daily, so it's hilarious. Pissing one
He's
off
so good,
actually
though.
right now
He's
as we
good.
speak.
Oh my God.
And so I think that's always fun. But like I said, talking about Youngblood for a second, I didn't hate his new single, and I think that goes the same for this.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people say that people like Youngblood and Machine Gun Kelly are like creating the new pop punk, like paving the way for the new sound of pop punk, because we went from like the middle school shit to like the sad boy pop punk to like whatever the fuck is going on right now.
Yeah,
And if it
hyperpunk
if
almost.
it keeps people into pop punk and alt, and then eventually growing into these other genres, I'm here for it. I don't personally have to like it, but if that's what is going to keep people involved in the scene, then so fucking be it. Let Machine Gun Kelly and Youngblood be the faces of the pop punk scene. I don't give a shit.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, as I said, it's not my favorite, but at the same time, I think I just say I have to hate it because Glory loves Machine Gun Kelly so much.
Oh, I love him so much. Yeah.
So I just
wait, but you didn't hate it.
It wasn't the worst thing that I've heard.
Yeah, wait.
Like that fucking song that he did with Youngblood was stuck in my head one night randomly.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
That song,
it's so good. Yeah.
That song is very catchy. Dare I say infectious, just the way that it's like, I've been bouncing that word around a lot in my head and I've been dying to use it out loud, so I'm going to use it for this. Dare I say infectious.
Infectious. Oh my God.
Infectious. Big word.
That's such a good word. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. My word choice is impeccable. But so yeah, like I said, that song was stuck in my head one night just randomly. I was like, I've listened to like the teaser for the song once. I've actually never listened to it in full. Why the fuck is this thing stuck in my head? So I went and listened to it. I'm like, yeah, I like to clown on them, but this ain't fucking bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
I feel bad for both Machine Gun Kelly and Youngblood because they're going into the pop punk scene now, and as you said, like basically paving the way for the new wave of it, I guess. Because I feel like people still see them as Machine Gun Kelly, a rapper, and Youngblood is just because he's loud. And he's himself.
Yeah.
And he's crazy.
Which is another thing I expect, like his presence.
Yeah.
I mean, Machine Gun Kelly, I don't really know much about him, but Youngblood and his presence, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to see him live, just because of the way he projects himself.
Oh my God. Dude, I've seen so many live videos of him performing. That's
like,
why I wanted to get
this man can command a crowd just by looking at him. I'm like, this man commands a crowd and he commands it well. I'm like, I might not like his music, and I might sit there and fume over the fact that this man is saying "fucking" into the mic every 2 seconds.
I love him.
But I need to see this man command a crowd. So I wanted to go, and then COVID hit, and the tickets sold out anyway, so I was waiting for them to, drop.
King. Well,
he was playing, like, all the whack-ass places. He was playing New Jersey when New York and Philly are right next to each other. Like, right next to Jersey. Like, you could have played all three. You could have played like New York and New Jersey, so like New Jersey didn't sell out in 2 days. Yeah, that shit happens. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I liked it, but from the 2 singles that he has released, not My Ex's Best Friend, but Bloody Valentine and A Concert for Aliens, Bloody Valentine is still my favorite because I don't know. I've been listening to it more. And A Concert for Aliens, it's good, but it's weird for me. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's good, and it's like pop punk, maybe even more pop punk than Bloody Valentine, but it's just not, something's off about it. That. So, yeah, I thought it was good, but Bloody Valentine is still my favorite single that he's released. Please release more singles. I'm very excited for this record. Tickets to my downfall. I don't know why it's plural.
Like, he's been hyping this thing up forever. Can this man just like drop the release date now?
He did.
He did? When is it?
He dropped it. It's like next month.
Oh my god.
He dropped it. It was on his story because I remember it was. No, I don't want to install iOS, whatever. It was like he dropped a teaser for a concert, alien concert, whatever, a concert for aliens. And then it was literally like the next story over, and it was like Ticket to My Downfall finally got a release date. And it was like, yo, what?
Yeah, I just haven't seen an official announcement, so I'm just saying like this man has to announce a release date. If he has, then mark me wrong. But right now, I don't know of a release date. I mean, honestly, I'm not like, oh my god, I'm so hyped. This is my album of the year.
Oh, this.
But I'm excited to see where he takes it, based off of these couple singles. What he does with what he's got.
September 25th. Yo, that's my birthday. Happy birthday.
Yo! At least I won't forget because I'll wake up and see Machine Gun Kelly drop now and be like, holy shit, that's Glory's birthday.
Dude, oh my god. Let's go. Yo. Thanks, 16th birthday present. Poggers. Best one ever. All right. Then his collaboration with Black Bear, my ex's best friend. You start.
So Black Bear, I talk about him a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Yo, this man's gotta stop shitting out music."
We insulted him, but I would also like to. Before we start, I would like to take that back. I was listening to his music today, and it was so good. Basically, we said he's only known for his like greatest hits, I guess. Like
he has like
Hot Girl Bummer
off every album that blow up, and then the rest are just kind of forgotten about.
Exactly. I was listening to one of his albums the other day, the one with the pills, the pill jars.
Hot Girl Bummer, that album?
I don't think so. It's just it's like
I know exactly what album you're talking about though. It's got the peach background on it.
Yeah, the one that Sam always listens to.
Yeah.
I think one of them's called Addiction or something, and then the other one is whatever. But I was listening to his stuff. It was very good. I remember I tried to get into his music a while back, and I was listening to 2 of his albums. It's called Anonymous.
She said
one
it's
of
called
them.
Digital Drug Lord, the one that you're talking about.
Yes, that one. That one was very good. I really liked that one. And that also has the song that my dog's barking. That one also has the song that I was introduced to him by the Do Re Mi song.
Yeah.
So that are good memories.
I thought the song was okay, but if he's trying to go pop punk, why are we going and grabbing a rapper to do a feature on a song? Now I get it, like All Time Low did the same thing. They pulled Black Bear and like now Monsters is one of their biggest songs, but at the same time All Time Low, in my very honest opinion, did it to attempt to stay relevant because All Time Low is not nearly as relevant. Especially like I would say after Don't Panic, that was it. Because
that's a long time, dude.
It might have been after like an album after Don't Panic where like they completely fell off. But I just see Don't Panic as like their magnum opus in my opinion. So that's just kind of where they started to fall off in my mind, and then just progressively got less relevant from there. So by pulling this big relevant rapper dude onto a track and then making it a single as soon as the album drops is a great marketing way and to keep people listening to you. So I don't know why Machine Gun Kelly would have to do that. So I'm not entirely sure why he did this. The song wasn't horrible. I don't really like Black Bear though. And
I think Machine Gun Kelly did it because he's Machine Gun Kelly
and can do literally whatever the fuck he wants.
But exactly. I think he just, I don't know. I think they might be what is going on out there? Somebody
I honestly didn't think the song was all that bad.
No.
I should have hated it more than I did.
To me, their singing voices sound so familiar. So I forgot that Black Bear was a feature on it. I thought it was just Machine Gun Kelly Part 3. But if Black Bear, because I just finished listening to Hot Girl Bummer for like the 50th time today, because it's been stuck in my head for the past month. You can ask my brothers. I've only been like, can't. And okay, yeah, whatever.
Roy sings on the podcast.
No, that's only for Glory Fest, which is burned, and that's never happening again. But it was very good. I love him. I love both of them. I don't know about Black Bear yet, but Machine Gun Kelly, don't miss. Stan Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Oh, and I get the next topic as well, right?
Yep.
As I should. Happy released a new single, A Cure for Wellness, on August 5th.
Boom. And they also dropped the album release date for Imposter Syndrome. It's coming out on August. Oh, no, I wish it was August. October 30th.
October. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No.
It is October 30th.
Are you sure? I thought it was the 17th. Mm-mm. Is that... I don't know how.
I don't know how it's the 16th.
16th. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about it. I don't know how.
So, I really, really, really liked Sick is the New Sane. Mm-hmm. I did not like this song nearly as much. This song I did not like so much that I actually stopped myself from pre-ordering the album right away. Mm-hmm. Because I'm worried that more singles are going to turn out like this, and there's just something about it. It's not horrible. It's not my... But it's not my favorite Happy song either.
Okay.
So I just thought it was okay. Nothing to get fair. Super duper excited over, but I thought Sick is the New Sane was like really good. Dare I say? Yeah. Once again, infectious. I love that fucking word.
You're never gonna... Okay. I have to agree. Well, I would pre-order it.
Mm-hmm. If you had money.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
Exactly. I legit have $2 in my account. I might have less than that because a while back I had to buy a song because we were doing it every other, but now we have money in our account. So now we just use the podcast account if we have to buy something from Bandcamp. But I don't have money. So I thought it was good. I would have pre-ordered. Don't have money. Sick as a New Sane is the better single out of the two so far. I'm not so scared of what how the album will turn out.
It's Happy. I don't think they're gonna miss.
No.
I'm just worried that it's not gonna live up to my expectations. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
That's all. It's nothing against Happy. I know the album's still gonna fuck.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't think it just might not fuck as hard as I'm expecting it to. They could be totally wrong. This could be one of the worst songs on the album. I'm hoping that's not the case. But we'll find out. All right, I'm hoping that is the case. Sorry, let me back up there. I'm hoping that this is one of the worst songs on the album. But
or maybe it's one of those songs that you have to listen to in order.
Yeah, that's like one another thing, because I always struggle with these pop punk singles. Like, I listened to the album full, I'm like, holy shit, this entire thing fucks, but I hated all the singles by themselves. Happened to me with, once again, that fucking St. Atlantic album, bro. I can't wait to talk about that. Anyways, moving right along, Gojira dropped...
Well, I didn't... Oh wait, okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, you did say you gave your 2 cents.
Gojira, bro, I'm sorry, I'm falling asleep. Yeah.
Another a single called Another World on August 5th. Last time I listened to Gojira was before I saw Slipknot. That was before I had listened to a ton of metal. So I was like, oh boy, wait, do I like this? Do I not like this? I didn't really like it at the time. This is fucking good. Now that I've listened to more metal, I'm like, whoa, this is fucking good. Yeah. That's all I have to say about it.
I agree. Actually, I don't agree. I don't remember this, but the singles. It's harder to remember because the album you're kind of stuck listening to it for a while because it keeps coming up. Whereas singles, we had a lot of single album on this playlist. So it was a bit harder to keep track of what I was listening to at the time. Yeah. It was also like 3 a.m. and I was cleaning my room when I was listening to the playlist. So, yeah,
so
that's
keep that room nice and tidy.
Bro, Pup released a cover. Was this a cover? Why did I cover?
It says it on the cover of the album art.
Oh, okay. Thanks for switching that.
Yeah.
Pup released a cover, AM 180, on August 5th. I thought it was very good. I told you this. It sounded like super whatever. His vocals sounded like Sky.
It was just a noisier super whatever, honestly.
Yeah.
After you said that, I kind of got it. Because Pup has always been on that noisier side, so picking it up on the first listen is hard for me. But once you said that to me, I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is just kind of noisy, super whatever.
Yes.
So yeah.
So now that I'm saying that, Pup, Super Whatever, please collaborate. Thank you. And we were moving
Sky wants
on.
to do collabs with everyone and their mother. So.
Bro, Sky, collaborate with me.
Bro,
I can do some drummy smash. I have a guitar. I don't know how to play it, but I have a guitar.
I have a guitar too. I haven't played.
Bro, we could do like dual guitars.
Bro, we could start a band, bro.
Oh my god, let's start a band. I have a piano as well and a violin that has like rusty wires.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the bow is fine. Strings. Anyways,
you gotta move right along.
Next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, but they found me.
The time.
Dropped a single called "Leave Me Alone" on August 5th, and dropped the album release date for the title I can't fucking pronounce because it's long with a lot of Z's.
I don't. Razzmatazz.
Yeah. On October 16th. This is good. This came out, and then the album pre-orders dropped at 10 o'clock that morning. I woke up just in time, and I bought the album as soon as the album pre-orders came out. I'm like, this is going to be fucking good. This is going to be good. I don't know how it doesn't miss. So.
No, they do not miss. Unlike everybody else, I wasn't that much of a fan of the song. It was good, but I told Deckard this, where it was just Absinthe and Modern Day Kane mixed, which is good, because those are both, like, fantastic songs. But I don't know, it was different, and it's gonna take me a little more time, because we've been stuck with the other songs for a long time that I've gotten so used to them this is a new thing.
It was a different vibe, too. Like, 1981 Extended Play was just... There was just something about it, and then this one was much more poppy. Sam compared it to 1975.
Yeah, so, I get that.
Good 1975, not that album that came out. Notes on a Conditional Form was the name of it, right?
Yes.
It was so fucking bad.
It was a great album.
So fucking bad.
I loved it. Anyways, Miss Vincent. Oh, our friends, Miss Vincent, released a cover. It was a cover?
I'm changing this as we go. It was an Alkaline Trio cover.
Oh, thanks. A cover of Blue in the Face on August 6th.
As you can tell, Gloria and I...
I got excited.
Yeah. Gloria and I have both not listened to the Alkaline Trio song. But
no.
Ms. Vincent never misses. So,
no.
Like, they don't fuck up. This was good.
Yeah. I thought it was a new Miss Vincent song, so I got really excited. And you just crushed my dreams, because I thought we were getting new Miss Vincent soon.
Well, did you read the tweet?
I did not. What did they tweet?
Well, they put a tweet with, like, a thing, and that's where they said it was a cover of an Alkaline Trio song.
Pensive.
And then my mom turned on the blender. That's cool. So I'm just going to keep on talking. And then in that thing, they also said that they announced the signing to the record label.
Bro, you're so close to your mic.
I know.
Yeah, sorry.
So that I can talk over the fact that there's a blender going on in the back. So, I can back up now. So they said they announced the signing to the record label, and they said new music is on the way. So this was probably just something to, like, hold the people over until they get the green light to finally release that single. They have music recorded, mastered, ready to go.
Awesome.
That's what I got from it.
I'm so excited to talk to them again. Anyways, they did great. They don't miss. I haven't listened to this. I thought it was a great Miss Vincent song, even though it's not a Miss Vincent song. Anyways, moving on.
Not a Toy released an EP. They're self-titled. Their first EP called Not a Toy on August 7th, not the 6th.
What?
It was dropped on Friday.
No, but okay.
This EP, Anecdote, that's the whole fucking tweet right there. Is fucking Anecdote. That song is so fucking good. I don't get what it is. The EP as a whole is good. There are some iffy points while listening, but it was so good.
It was a great EP. Yeah.
So
they were very good. I'm very excited to see what else they do. I know they just released an EP, but like I'm super excited to see what else they do. I think my voice is starting to die again, even though we just had our first day back.
And they gave me like I don't know how vibes, which is funny because on the same label. Because they've got like that same vibe. They're not in a genre. They're also like, I mean, you can put Bring Me the Horizon, because Benji compared them to Bring Me the Horizon, but you can put Bring Me the Horizon for each era into a genre. Their deathcore era, their metalcore era, their like more rock alt era, and then whatever the fuck ammo is. This is just this genre is literally just called what the fuck. That's what I'm gonna put.
It's just what? Yeah.
Like, even disclaimer, we chatted with Benji. It'll probably be coming out this week. Benji from Not His Way. He doesn't even have a genre for it, and he makes the fucking music. He doesn't have a genre.
Which is pretty cool.
That's pretty quirky.
Yeah. It's pretty pog.
Yeah.
As you said, I don't know how vibes. You love to see it. So if you like I don't know how, please check out Not a Toy. They deserve all the love. That's all I gotta say. Period. All Time Low released a remix of Monsters.
Well,
they released an acoustic version. I'm okay. I'm falling asleep. All Time Low released an acoustic version of their song Monsters, which we just spoke about on August 6th, or is it August 7th? Did I get that wrong too? It was
probably 6th, 7th. Doesn't really matter.
6th, 7th. I just want to take back what I said. I thought he just took his audio recording from the original song and just plopped it over an acoustic guitar. Apparently, it was live.
Not that lazy, no.
Wow. So that shows how good he is and how little they use for like auto tune and mastering and whatever. So that's pretty cool. Good job, guys.
I thought this was good. Monsters has grown on me since the release of the album. Maybe just because I've been forced to hear it more. But I thought it was very good. And I like the acoustic version. I don't dig most acoustic versions. I thought this one was pretty good, though. I'm not going to lie. That's all I have to say.
That's all I got to say. All right, moving on.
Our friends in Gold Flame dropped their album, The Burnout Generation, on August 7th. Do we even have to talk about the remix that they did for Late Bloomer?
I don't know when the date was. I tried to find that. I couldn't.
It was a remix. It was a shit show. It was beautiful. That's what I have to say about that. Like a beautiful shit show. That's exactly what I expect from Gold Flame. But they dropped The Burnout Generation.
This
album fucks.
One of my albums of the years. Yeah, definitely.
This album is very, 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 very good.
They leaked it to us, and I listened to it the day that they gave it to us, maybe the hour that they gave it to us, and I was just talking to Jackson the entire time, like, oh my god, this one slaps! And then he synced his album up with mine, and so we were just listening to it the entire time. That was so much fun. That album slaps so hard. They are so good. They deserve all the attention. And Stan Gold Flame, buy the album. That's all I gotta say.
I have my CD
it's really
on the
good.
Way, yeah.
Wow. Imagine being able to buy a CD. I feel so bad because you're always supporting everybody, and it's always like Shane, and then I'm over here like,
I got $2.
Hey, I got $2.
So yeah, I was the one that kept on joking about leaking the Gold Flame record, and then it actually leaked while I was asleep. And Jackson DM'd us. He was like, "Yo, did you leak the record?" I was like, "Why the fuck would I do that?" I was asleep, bro. I just wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you how rich and famous you were. I wouldn't actually leak your music.
Yeah.
That's the last time I joke about leaking someone's music.
Yeah.
Because we've had it for like 2 months. If I wanted to leak it, I would have leaked it 2 months ago when no one else had it. Why the fuck would I leak it the day before?
Yeah. Because the day before, everybody has access to it that has a VPN.
Our friends in Young Planetary, their EP got leaked right before Gold Flame's album, and we didn't have their EP. We're also not chatting about it this week because there was so much shit to talk about that I just forgot to put it on here.
Okay. Well, they probably did great because they don't miss. So
it's been a hot minute, so it's very cool if they finally have music out again.
Exactly.
But yeah, we haven't. But like, I was looking on Kingdom Leaks, it was Young Planetary and then Gold Flame. Like, they just grabbed that while they were looking for the Stan Atlantic album. Like, I promise you that wasn't us.
Yeah.
So anyways, you want to move right along?
Yes. Oh, wait, sorry. Shoot. Sorry. Sarah and the Safe Words. Sarah and the Safe Word. I always want to say Safe Words because there are multiple people in the band. But it's Sarah and the Safe Word. Single word. Released 2 singles, The Last Great Sweetheart of the Grand Electric Rodeo, and A Celebration with a Vengeance. I misspelled vengeance.
Those 2 titles were a mouthful.
Yeah.
Sarah and the Safe Word always blows me away. Just because there's like 9 of them in the band, and they make it sound so good.
They make it sound so easy to just... I almost said eat. It's what is it?
Consume.
Process?
Yeah.
Consume. There you go. They make it so easy to consume because it's smooth. It's not like rusty. They know what they're doing. You know? So I love them. I love them all so much.
They have an album coming out at the end of October. I think it might be the 30th.
They might even do Halloween. It feels like they would do Halloween.
Yeah, or right around then. Yeah, because they're assigned to a label, so they would do a Friday. And the 30th is a Friday. So, but yeah, these were both surprisingly good. I think that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, the first one was my favorite. The Last Great Sweetheart of the Grand Electric Rodeo.
That's
that
the one I
favorite.
remember more from, so I'll have to go with that one as well.
That was heavier.
Yeah. So our friend in Blue Vines dropped a single, Sports What Are They, on August 7th. I thought this one was good too. I really don't have much else to say about it. I honestly prefer the EP. I think the EP is a little bit heavier than this one is. This one's a little bit more experimental. So I preferred the EP, but that doesn't mean that I thought this one was shit. I still thought it was good. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
I just want to assume that everybody who releases a single now is leading up to something else. So I'm excited to see what else they put out, if anything else. Please cover Never Enough by One Direction.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night.
Fit for a King released a single, Locked in My Head, on August 7th. What did you think, Shane?
When Glory pauses, she does the brackets, just so you guys know, or the parentheses.
With
when she pauses,
my hand.
she does it. For the people listening on Spotify, fucking losers, go watch it on YouTube. So, I've seen people on the timeline shitting on this song as well, and I don't get it. I thought this song was really good. It's not as heavy. God of Fire blows my fucking brains out. That song is so good. Yeah. But I thought this song was good as well. It had like that more metalcore-ish vibe, I guess. Yeah. So I thought they did it well. I'm stoked for this album. The Path, or whatever it's called, is gonna be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that this song was good. I did listen to it like twice, but it was terrifying. And to know the lead, the front man.
No, it's not the
like, because we've spoken to him. He's the bassist.
He's the bassist.
Well, to know one of the members
is like
in the band is terrifying. Like, literally one of the sweetest people we've met, and then makes that, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw all those posters behind him. Like, are you a big fit for the Are you a big fit for a King fan? Or are you in the band? And he's like, I'm in the band. I'm like, holy shit, what?
Yeah, Shane freaked out a little bit there.
Yeah,
that was funny. So it was good.
Now anyway, we finally get to talk about the fucking record I have not shut up about all night. San Atlantic dropped their sophomore album, Pink Elephant, on August 7th. Oh my god,
it's on. Yeah.
Glad I can't fucking read. So this fucking record, so good. The only thing I have to say about it, Drink to Drown. What the fuck is up with that? Why? The amount of times I said fuck tonight is unbelievable. But I'm very angry about this. Why? Why the fuck is it in the middle of the record?
I have to agree. No, because you told me when you listened to it, you were like, it's such a good flow, and then Drink to Drown comes in and literally just pauses everything for then it just restart over again.
And it's not like they pick up the flow very well after. Now, this is my only gripe with the entire album. I think the album's perfect outside of this. My only gripe is they pause it. They've got this great flow going. They got this heavy track right beforehand, and then they just pick it up with a average pop punk track right after that. Not something heavy like kick you in the face and be like, okay, we're back kind of thing.
We're back. This was sorry for that inconvenience. We're back.
Yeah. So it's began to slowly grow on me after these first couple of listens, because we've had the album for a couple of weeks. I listened to it once then, and then I listened to it again when it came out. And the first couple listens, I was like, wow, Drink to Drown fucking blows. It blows as a single. It sucks as in the album. I don't like the song. It depends on how I'm feeling when I'm listening to the record. If I listen to Drink to Drown. Okay. That's where I'm at with that song. It's not like a guaranteed skip, because it's not horrible. It's not the worst slow song I've ever heard. Some slow songs for me are bearable. This is one of them. It just depends on how I'm feeling and whether I want to just keep on getting kicked in the teeth or not. And then, like I said, that flow anyway, the flow gets ruined either way. So that's honestly my only gripe with the record. Other than that, it's one of my favorites that came out this year. Easy. It's literally, aside from the Beartooth record, because I've been listening to Disease a bunch. It's Disease. It's like the only thing I've been listening to. That and the Kill the Lights singles. those are so fucking good. I'm so excited for that record too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll listen to that later.
It was a good album. It's your record or album of the year.
One
it's
of
not
those,
personally
yeah,
mine.
it's up there.
I thought it was good. I just thought like it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite.
It's just,
but it was good. It was a good, solid album. Except "Drink to Drown." You should have left that
in the draft
away.
Yeah,
or maybe put it at the end or near the end when you're trying to wind it down or something.
Yeah,
but
I fucking hate when. Now the only problem is "Drink to Drown" is so slow. I don't know where else they could have put it because I hate when records end with that slow song. Fucking a great example of that is 5 Seconds of Summer. They had a great flow going, and then High at the end.
Oh my god!
In my opinion, was a horrible way to end that album.
I gotta listen to Red Desert now. Thanks for reminding me about that album.
I just don't know where they could have put it. So I think by putting it in the middle, it gives them enough time to build it up and then end off with "Hate Me Sometimes," which is a great way to end the album. So I think it gives them more than enough time to build it back up because it's like right smack dab in the middle. There's 11 songs. I think they put it like 5th or 6th.
Yeah, literally
more than enough time to build that album back up to where it was and then end with that big song at the end. So
yeah.
I respect that. But other than that, it wasn't my favorite part of the record. Everything else, I love that record so much.
Yeah, you've listened to it a lot, while I've only listened to it once, and we've had it for like a month.
Yeah, we've had it for a month.
Yeah, and I listened to it when it came out, so that was cool.
Yeah, I listened to it the night we got it.
Onto an album that is one of my favorite albums this year. Slaves released an album, Two Better Days. We got to sit down with Colin from Slaves, and that names the bassist.
I'm the one that's so like, nice. I gotta remember the names because I introduce everyone.
Exactly, and I'm like,
okay,
yeah.
So, Eye Opener, as I said when that single came out, blew my fucking mind. I don't know. There's something about that song. Same thing as Anecdote. That song just blew my mind. So that is still my favorite off this record. But this record as a whole is really good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite alternative records that have been released this year. It's so like the whole vibe, the cover, the people. I love
the fact that they kicked out their old lead singer before this album came out, and then dropped a killer album with a new vocalist without being able to tour for it. People are saying that this is like their claim to fame. The only thing, they got to stay relevant with that name change because after this album cycle, they're changing their name, which could make them get lost in the shuffle. So they have to do a great job of making sure that people know who they are when they do that name flip. If they keep up with it, because now it's not trending. So who says they're going to do it anymore? You know? Yeah,
stupid. No, but we spoke to him, and he said they don't even have a name picked out yet.
They just said they were going to do it.
Exactly. So, because I wanted to get it. I wanted to say, oh, I know the new Slaves name. Yeah. And he was like, okay, we have a list of them,
but I can't tell you.
Yeah. Exactly. I was like,
okay, well, then come back on the podcast in 2 months when you have the name.
Exactly. But Colin was so nice. I miss him. He's wonderful to talk to.
All right, good. I can talk about this one for a couple minutes because we've got enough time. Motionless in White dropped motion picture collection of 2 of their slower songs, Another Life and Eternally Yours. This leaked last night, but I was like, I'm just going to wait until the morning. So I listened to it last night when it came out, and I had like, my brain exploded while I was listening to it. I was texting Sam, and I'm like, okay, shut up for 5 seconds. I gotta tell you everything about what I just experienced as I was listening to it. So it was more like shut up for 8 minutes. Another Life, because it's the motion picture thing, so they did it like it would fit in a movie. Another Life is like that big grand song right in the middle where they're like dancing around the ballroom and everything's beautiful and everything's great. It's always had that vibe to me though, like that big grand song at the, like in that middle of the movie. It's always had that vibe, and they captured it perfectly. Aside from that feature, when she sang by herself, I was like, holy shit, this is the worst 10 seconds of the song.
I didn't like that part.
But once Chris came in to harmonize with her, Chris's voice like overpowers her to the point where you can barely hear her, so it doesn't really matter. And then Eternally Yours is that song at the end of the movie where they're both like mad at each other and heartbroken, and then in the middle of that song they get back together and they're all in love, and then the movie ends and the credits hit. That's that song. And that one was much better throughout the entirety of it. because the guest vocalist didn't suck.
Wow, that's a lot to take in what you just said. Okay, I agree. No, like you got the scenes and everything right, like where it fits.
Dude, like, and this was while I was listening to it for the first time. Keep in mind, I've only listened to this a couple times, and you can ask Sam. As I was listening to it, I was giving her the picture I was creating in my mind. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, Sam, I don't know everything. I'm like, dude, I'm going through it. I'm tired as all hell, and
right now.
So
okay, good album, good EP. I'm just gonna call it an EP. It was 3 singles. I'm gonna call it an EP. That was on August 10th. All right, our last topic today is Nosebleeds with their newest EP, album. Field Experience. It's not out yet. Album?
This Friday. The album comes out.
Shoot, I put EP.
It's all good.
It comes out this Friday. Do you want me to do it, or do you?
I'll kick it off. I've kicked off literally every other topic tonight, so might as well.
Yeah.
So this album, when I saw the track, how long each track was, I'm not gonna be like, where we got this album from the record label. They're letting us review it early, but I'm not gonna like watch what I say because like, oh my god, we got it as a review. When I saw the track, how long the tracks are, I was like, holy shit, 5-minute songs for almost every single song on here. I'm like, this is gonna be hell. I didn't hate it. Some of the songs got close to unbearable as I was listening to them and they progressed. Yeah. And it's not really my genre to begin with, like that Midwest emo style. I've been trying to get into it. Yeah. But to like just kind of be thrown into it and be like, you got to review this album is like, oh, well, fuck. I barely like this genre to begin with. This is going to be hell. Let me find something good to say about it. So overall, I didn't think it was a horrible record. I thought some of the songs dragged on, and I think that's where I'm going to cut it. Because like I said, I didn't hate it, but it's not my favorite, and I can see why people are excited about it. And yeah. I mean, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, it was good, but again, some of the tracks did drag on.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. And then like we got into these like instrumental parts. I'm like, you could have cut the song 2 minutes ago, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was good. Overall, the album itself was good. There were some flaws in the album, which almost every album except like maybe like 5, but then that's personal opinions for me.
That personal opinions.
Exactly. Every album has flaws. You can always change something about it. People are always going to nitpick. We are those nitpickers.
Oh my god, I'm the biggest nitpicker you'll ever meet. I can't make music for the life of me, and here I am nitpicking everything that comes through. I'm like, okay, but this little part in this song made the entire song suck. But I know nothing about music theory.
Exactly. So it was good overall, but there were some things that we would have changed. Some songs went a little too long. They dragged on.
Snipping tool. I like that 3 minutes.
But overall, the album was good.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I'll listen to it when it comes out. I just it's not my favorite kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it had the Office theme song in it, and I freaked out about it. Was that one?
It was that one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was like, oh my god!
Like, hey Glory, hey Glory, we're not interviewing these people right now. Relax.
Oh,
I got it from the record label, not the band.
Yeah. But so that's our last topic.
Thank you to the friends over at Thumbs Up Records for letting us review the album. Sorry if our review wasn't good enough. We're not really reviewers. We just talk about music on here.
We just like to talk about music.
So yeah, as I said, thank you to Sparrowheart Records and Thumbs Up Records for giving us free albums to talk about this week. That's pretty pog. If you want us to talk about your music and nitpick it on here, shoot it to our DM, shoot it to our email. We'll talk about it. I don't give a shit. That's why this week was so long, because I signed ourselves up to review a couple things.
Oh my god.
And wasn't anticipating this to happen. So we powered through an hour and a half episode and kept it, I think, very entertaining this week.
I think so. Well, we're still live, so
I know.
I think we can pat ourselves on the back and say this was our best episode ever. We are so good. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah, it's a pog. So as per usual, we have an album on Bandcamp. It's not our album. It's a comp record. We've got 8 CDs left. Glory's grabbing the CD. Buy one of those. We got 8 left.
Please.
So that I don't have to buy the remaining stock. Yep, look at how beautiful it is. Buy it. GoodNoiseRecords.bandcamp.com. The digital album is Name Your Own Price. The CD is $10, and you get a free copy of the digital album with a bonus track from our friend Ashton Drags. Go buy it. We got 8 left. Go fucking buy it. Did I tell you to go buy it? Go fucking buy it.
Like, this is such a cool... I'm sorry, but I have to pat myself on the back for this design, dude. Because it was going to be a plain red, and I was like, this looks so bad. And you're like, well, it's just our logo. And I was like, this looks so bad. But,
other things to touch on. Twitter, good_noise_cast. Go follow us over there. Instagram, Good Noise Podcast. Don't send Glory whack-ass DMs over there, because then I'll respond to them and get us involved in things I don't want to be involved in.
I don't respond to things for a reason.
YouTube, Good Noise Podcast. We're about to hit 100 subs over there. I think we're 7 away. Spotify, go follow us over there. Good Noise Podcast. Just hit the follow button. You don't even have to listen. Our Spotify numbers are shit, but our followers are high. That's all that matters to me.
That's all that matters,
because our Anchor numbers, people are listening on other places. We're everywhere. hyperurl.com/Good Noise Podcast has all of the audio only platforms we're on. Go follow us on all of those. I don't check any of the numbers, but go follow us. Who the fuck knows? You might be massive on like podcastfinder.net or whatever.
Exactly.
Whack ass. We're literally everywhere. You listen to podcasts, we're probably on there because Anchor pushes us there. We don't even know we're on there.
Exactly.
So yeah. That is...
donate to Lebanon's Red Cross.
Yes.
Please do that. Do whatever you can, like $1. It doesn't matter. Just try and help as much as you can. I really wanted to say that because like it's really, really bad over there, and there's a lot of stuff happening. But that's what I'm picking.
Glory pushes Glory pushes the important stuff. I'm just like, go follow us. But in all seriousness, do what Glory said. Go donate to the Lebanon Red Cross and wear your fucking mask so that shows can come back and we don't have to keep on talking about how just keep on being the doom and gloom that shows aren't going to come back until like 2024 at this point. So
Black Lives Matter.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Wear your mask. Black Lives Matter. And go
donate to Lebanon Red Cross.
Red Cross. I think that's going to be the 3 points we got to hit until all those are fixed.
Yes. Oh my god, that's going to be a while for some of them.
So yeah, as per usual, the numbers were good tonight. I'm going to say that on air.
All right.
We stayed steady at like 3 viewers at least, if not higher. So that's pretty pog.
Thanks, guys.
Have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week.